Wonder Woman was one of the biggest hits of the summer of 2017. Its action, lightheartedness, and charm not only brought audiences in, but helped it become one of the most successful superhero films of all time. Not bad for a female directed, female led superhero movie. Only took 75 years to bring Wonder Woman to the big screen. Now it's out on Blu ray and DVD. Before you go and buy it, or if you're waiting for it to be available for streaming because, well, it takes way too much effort to walk to a Redbox, sit back and enjoy this video as we deep dive into the philosophy of Wonder Woman and why we like it. Oh yeah, and spoilers ahead. Part 1. Originception. Wonder Woman follows the story of Diana, played by Gal Gadot, who is raised on the mythical Amazon island of Themyscira. When Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, a World War I spy, crashes in the water, Diana saves him. After a battle with pursuing German soldiers on the beach, Trevor tells the Amazons of the Great War. Diana, believing that the god of war and Amazonian enemy Ares is behind it, goes off with Steve against the wishes of her mother to end this war. The first thing to understand is that this is an origin story. Almost every superhero movie is an origin story, so what does Wonder Woman do differently? It embraces its origins, which are rooted in Greek myth. Modern day cultures have always had a fascination with the classical world, the world of ancient Greece and Rome. Starting in the 1800s, neoclassicism ruled the day with architecture, classical works by thinkers like Plato and Socrates, and visual art. We still see some of this in our own world, from our government buildings to what we study in philosophy class and what we study in art. We are still fascinated with the classical culture. Look at films like Ben-Hur, Gladiator, Disney's Hercules, and Clash of the Titans. The artwork in the opening of Wonder Woman looks like a neoclassical style that we would have seen back in the 18th and 19th centuries.
Zeus created beings over which the gods would rule. Beings born in his image, fair and good, strong and passionate. He called his creation man, and mankind was good. But Zeus's son grew envious of mankind and sought.
But let's focus on the myths. Humans love origin myths and stories. They contribute to our learning, and these stories help us explain phenomena and create new beliefs. Psychologist Tania Lombroso says that these impromptu explanations, such as Ares being responsible for World War I or how Wonder Woman came to be part of our world, these types of stories are critical to our everyday cognition. As psychologist Fritz Heider said, "If I find sand on my desk, I shall want to find out the underlying reason for this circumstance. I make this inquiry not because of idle curiosity, but because only if I refer this relatively insignificant offshoot event to an underlying core event will I attain a stable environment and have the possibility of controlling it." And Wonder Woman doesn't just give us one origin story, the movie gives us three. Diana becoming Wonder Woman, the origin of the Amazons, and an underlying reason for World War I. So we get triple the things we love. Part 2. Violence and a Just War. When Diana decides to fight, it's not for herself, but for the world. She knows what the duty of the Amazons are, and why it's necessary to fight in World War I. It's not that she thinks she's special, quite the opposite. She actually thinks that anybody can do this. In this sense, she's relatable to the audience because she doesn't just see herself as extraordinary, even though she has extraordinary powers. Even as a child, Diana is encouraged not to fight.
What if I didn't use a sword?
Fighting does not make you a hero.
Just a shield then. No sharp edges.
Diana, you are the most precious thing in the world to me. I wished for you so much so I sculpted you from clay myself and begged Zeus to give you life.
She sees war coming to Themyscira, which is supposed to be shielded from Ares. Her fight is not merely for revenge, but to protect her world. Funny enough, one of the just causes for war in ancient Rome was to repel an invading force. Diana's motivations also match up rather well with the theologian St. Thomas Aquinas, who had standards for a just war. 1. War must be waged by an instituted authority like a nation. She is a representative of Themyscira, and World War I is waged by nations. War must be for a good and just purpose, and not for self-gain. Diana is fighting for the soul of humanity, to defeat Ares, the god of war. Number 3. And peace must be a central motive in the midst of violence. Her goal is to find peace for the world of man. Just take a look at the No Man's Land scene.
We can't save everyone in this war. This is not what we came here to do.
No, but it's what I'm going to do.
This makes Wonder Woman a noble character, and one whom we want to see succeed in her mission. Part 3. Views on evil. After hearing Ares and Steve Trevor's views on people being bad, Diana actually rejects that notion.
Look at this world. Mankind did this, not me. They are ugly, filled with hatred, weak.
She decides to choose hope and love over what Ares and Trevor offer her.
You're wrong about them.
Her views on evil line up with several philosophers, such as Inga Clendenin and Philip Cole, who feel that evil is employed when we lack a complete explanation for it. Steve Trevor says people are evil when Ares holds a great influence over them. Diana also relates to Hannah Arendt's belief that evil is banal. People do evil stuff without thinking about it. This would also line up with Ares' influence on mankind. All of this leads to Wonder Woman deciding to choose, giving herself the freedom and will to care, which is like Immanuel Kant's belief that people have a morally good and morally evil will within them. It also lines up with how Ares discusses his influence on people. People still have these morally good and morally evil wills. Ares is just pushing them in a particular direction, acting as a type of devil figure. Conclusion. Wonder Woman hits many ideas and beliefs that people can latch onto. There are many reasons to like it, but the deep themes are the reasons why we like it. People really flocked to this film. That's based on the box office, and it had staying power because of how much people enjoyed it. It was a work of art made by Patty Jenkins, the entire production team, and the actors that people have connected with. We like Wonder Woman because of the mythical origins told in a gentle way, her justification for violence, and her optimistic views on evil. That is why we like 2017's Wonder Woman. What did you like about Wonder Woman? What was your favorite part? Be sure to leave a comment below. And thanks for watching. Be sure to check out other episodes, hit that like button, and subscribe for more videos.